Silverman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So colleagues, I unearthed this, packing up my office, August 16th, 1994, Washington Post story yesterday titled, DC Housing Agency Hustles to Avoid Receivership Order. Let me read a paragraph to you that might sound familiar. Disrepair of units, rampant crime continue to erode living conditions for the 30,000 residents of our public housing developments. About 1/5 of the public housing dwellings in the district are vacant and in need of significant repairs. And what does this story say? The mayor in this story argues about forward motion, important and meaningful reforms. And here we are, 30 years later, same situation. Now look, there has been a lot of focus about who's rung the alarm bells and whether they're in or part or not part of this reform plan. But I have to say that, we have known about the deplorable housing conditions and DCHA dysfunction for decades. For decades. The alarm has been on, at least to my mind, since 1994, but we tune it out, except when the press amplifies it. And then we do the same thing again and again. We make some quick fixes. Time and again, such as in this article, it is pointed out that a problem is having a board in the hands of the mayor. DCHA has a specific mission to house our lowest income residents, and it needs an independent board focused on that mission. This plan is designed to move the authority out of the board's hands and squarely into the mayor's. That's what time and again we keep saying, we keep writing the same story, and it keeps saying that it's wrong to do that. So why do we keep making the same mistake again and again? Now look, I'm grateful that HUD came, however that happened, because the alarm about DCHA needed a much higher decibel level. This is not just about property management or sound financial procurement practices. It is about providing safe, sanitary, dignified housing for people in our city who really need it. DCHA, and there's no argument that DCHA's Board of Commissioners need to have subject matter expertise, and the ANS that we'll be considering, if this declaration passes, I hope it doesn't. Mr. Chairman, can I have like one more minute?
Without objection.
So let me just point out that the ANS circulated adds reports to the council, adds listening sessions with residents, monthly board reviews of the HUD assessment. But here's the problem. That is basically what the board has to do according to HUD and according to the October emergency bill that this body unanimously voted for. And actually, let me point out, the HUD report says the board should be getting weekly reports, not just monthly reports. The amendments, are worthy in that it takes a flawed idea that we've tried again and again and again that's failed and makes it a little bit better. But that's not the same as reforming this agency and doing good. So let me just put it this way. Let's not cross our fingers and hope that this is going to make the changes we need this time. Every person and organization that has been closely following DCHA says to vote no on this emergency. Every one of them. Consortium of legal service providers, Attorney General's office, many, many, many DCHA residents who are impacted every day by this agency. There is an alternative. Councilmember Pinto and I have introduced a major overhaul. And so the choice, let me just say, this is the choice. Vote yes.
Councilmember.
Just 20 more seconds, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate it. So, here is the choice. Vote yes, turn down the alarm decibel, and I guarantee you we are going to see this story again and again and again. So I ask colleagues, my one final ask, vote no, let the alarm ringers stay on the board, let the HUD report and the council's accountability requirements actually push DCHA toward rapid corrective actions, and let the council, DCHA experts, and the public, especially DC Housing Authority residents, vet the ideas about longer-lasting DCHA reform. I'll be voting no on the declaration because I just do not want to read this story again. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Councilmember Pinto.